Housing Development Program and the globe. Number one, Housing Development Program.
Hello viewers, you're welcome to another fascinating edition of Housing Development. This is a program that gives you steady updates on Nigeria's housing and construction industry. Thank you for joining us. I am Hafsat Oreme Ibrahim. In this week's package, we bring you reports on key developments in the housing sector, plus a visit to Jahi community in the Federal Capital Territory to get first-hand information on the living conditions over there. We'll also bring to you what Nigerians on the streets are saying about issues concerning housing in the country. Stay with us for these and more. Let's get started with the latest trending news in the housing sector. Stay glued.
Nigeria's housing crisis is deepening as rising rents in major cities force workers to spend a significant portion of their income on accommodation. In cities like Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt, many tenants now spend over 60% of their earnings on rent, far above the 30% affordability benchmark recommended by the United Nations. Experts say the rent-to-income ratio, a key measure of housing affordability, has worsened sharply in recent years due to soaring rental costs and economic pressures. In some cases, rents have increased by more than 100% within 2 years, leaving many Nigerians struggling to secure or maintain decent housing. Residents report sudden and steep rent hikes, with additional charges such as agency and agreement fees pushing total cost even higher. Housing professionals warn that rising construction costs and limited supply of affordable homes are driving the trend, cautioning that without stronger policies and intervention, the affordability crisis may continue to escalate. The Building Collapse Prevention Guild (BCPG) Ojodu Cell has called on building owners, regulators and property managers across Nigeria to adopt smart monitoring devices in high-risk structures to enable early detection of structural defects and prevent possible collapse. The group emphasized that integrating technology into building management can significantly improve safety standards. The appeal follows a recent school building collapse in the Ogba area, which recorded no casualties after pupils and staff were safely evacuated. The recommendation was contained in a joint statement signed by the cell coordinator, General Secretary and Public Relations Officer of the BCPG Ojodu Cell. According to the Guild, the incident highlights the critical role of early warning and evacuation systems in saving lives. It added that modern smart monitoring technologies can provide real-time alerts when buildings begin to show signs of structural stress or potential failure, allowing timely intervention. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has ordered the demolition of an illegal estate built on land designated for a park and recreation center in Guzape, Abuja. He stated that the developer unlawfully converted the land into a residential estate, contravening the city's master plan. Wike made the discovery on Monday during an inspection tour of ongoing infrastructure projects across the Federal Capital Territory, FCTA. According to him, the land was originally allocated for public recreational use but was illegally developed into housing by a private investor. During the tour, the minister also inspected key road projects, including the Wuse Central Area Link and the Tungan-Madaki Road near the airport corridor. He expressed confidence that several projects would be completed ahead of the administration's third anniversary, reiterating the FCTA's commitment to enforcing development regulations and safeguarding the public. To read the full details of the news, visit www.africahousingnews.com.
With inflation still skyrocketing, most Nigerians are struggling to afford decent housing. Many end up in informal settlements dealing with poor living conditions and inadequate access to basic amenities. A visit to the Jahi community in the Federal Capital Territory shows residents lamenting bitterly about their living conditions, ranging from poorly maintained roads and lack of clean water to inadequate electricity supply, among other challenges. Let's take a look.
For the residents of Jahi, a community in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Jahi is one of Abuja's fastest growing suburb. Because of its advantageous location, it can be reached from a number of important thoroughfares, including the Amadu Bello Way, the Kubwa Expressway, and the Central Area. Jahi's rise in popularity can be attributed to its strategic location. While looking at its accessibility to work and other major places in the FCT, the Jahi suburb environmental situation has become alarming not just to outsiders, but to the people living there. The environment, which is not conducive, has water flowing on the streets, primarily coming from bathrooms of tenants who channel their pipes to the road. Speaking with one of the residents, she explained the affordability of houses in the area, stating that houses in Jahi are affordable. When asked about having access to basic amenities like water, light, security, and health care, she has this to say.
Jahi is nice and is accommodating place because we always have lights. When it comes to lights, there is water, there is normal thing we need but house rent in Jahi there is 500,000 self-contained, there is 350 self-contained. It depends the standard of the house.
Another resident who spoke with Housing TV Africa said Jahi is one area that is used to having affordable housing, but with the present situation of the country, houses are now costly.
The renting of the house here is very cost. Well, it comes to level of self-contained. Self-contained 250, 300, 450, and very dirty house like that. In fact, smelling, but there's nothing we can do about it.
Amidst the different reactions from some residents, some spoke about the poorly built structures and how water affects their properties and belongings. Also adding that security level is very poor, with scavengers, aka Babambola, sneaking in and out to steal from them.
There are different sides in Jahi. There are some sides that are good and neat, and there are some sides that are dirty and they are not good. And water cannot flow and go straight forward, or it cannot look for a place to go out. Or there are some places whereby soccer way are filled up and then they just come out on the road, and then you just see it dirty and so messed up. It makes the environment look so bad. And in front of our Jahi estate, in fact the whole environment has dump. People don't know how to dump their refuge, especially all these guys that carry sacks on their back. They steal a lot. It's when I came to Jahi, that's why I first realized it. They steal a lot. Anything plastic, iron, aluminium, they just take it without even asking permission.
Visiting the primary healthcare facility in the area to have a first-hand assessment, the healthcare practitioner who spoke with Housing TV Africa stated that the facility is doing its best to attend and provide medical attention to patients who visit the facility, adding that the facility needs more help in terms of providing more health services to the people.
This work that you are seeing is not from the government, it's one Rotary Club that is doing the work for us. So if government will put hand and make it like let them continue from where they stop, we will be happy.
As the hope of the common man is steadfast on a daily basis, the residents of Jahi are urging government officials to intervene and enhance the living conditions.
Unfortunately, that is the situation facing residents of the Jahi community in the Federal Capital Territory. We'll quickly go for a short break and we continue the program when we return. Please stay tuned.
Are you ready to take your business to the global market? Do you want to explore new markets, build powerful partnerships, meet investors, and close new deals? Then get ready for Africa's largest housing and construction gathering, the Africa International Housing Show, AIHS 2026, where developers, investors, construction companies, building materials manufacturers, policymakers, and the industry leaders from across Africa and around the world converge. This is where business happens, partnerships are built, and opportunities are unlocked. Showcase your brand, make sales, expand your network, and connect to Africa's fastest growing housing market. Join us 13th to 18th July 2026 at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja, Nigeria. Africa International Housing Show, where Africa's housing future meets opportunity. Register today.
In a smart move, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, and the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund, NSITF, have reaffirmed their commitment to collaboration aimed at improving the welfare of Nigerian workers, particularly through access to affordable housing. Let's take a look.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, and the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund, NSITF, have reaffirmed their commitment to collaboration aimed at improving the welfare of Nigerian workers, particularly through access to affordable housing. This was the focus when the Managing Director of NSITF, Oluwaseun Faleye, led the delegation on a courtesy visit to the Managing Director of FMBN, Usman Shehu Osidi, in Abuja on Wednesday, March 11, 2026. During the meeting, both institutions discussed areas of mutual interest that could enhance the living standards of Nigerian workers. Speaking at the meeting, the Managing Director of FMBN, Usman Shehu Osidi, highlighted the bank's critical role in Nigeria's housing sector. He explained that the bank has facilitated the construction of thousands of housing units across the country, provided mortgage financing to contributors, and supported economic growth through job creation.
FNBM is mandated to mobilize long-term funds for housing development and provide affordable mortgage financing to Nigerian workers and low and medium income households. Through the administration of the National Housing Fund Scheme, the bank provides single-digit mortgage loans, construction loans, home renovation loans, and cooperative housing development loans designed specifically to make home ownership accessible to ordinary Nigerians. Over the years, and particularly in the recent past, we have intensified efforts to expand access to affordable housing across the country. We have supported the delivery of thousands of housing units, provided mortgage loans to contributors across both the public and private sectors, and strengthened partnerships with developers, cooperatives, and institutional investors to scale housing supply. Beyond financing goals, our work contributes significantly to job creation, economic activity in the construction value chain, and social stability by enabling Nigerian families to achieve the dignity and security of home ownership. It is within this broader developmental framework that we see strong alignment between the mission of FNBN and the NSITF mandate.
Osidi noted that stronger collaboration with institutions like NSITF would further expand opportunities for workers to benefit from affordable housing schemes.
Given NSITF's extensive engagement with employers and employees across the country, there is a natural opportunity to collaborate on housing solutions that can complement worker welfare and social protection programs. Such partnerships would include structured housing schemes for employees, cooperative housing initiatives, or tailored mortgage access for workers within organizations participating in the employers' compensation scheme.
On his part, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of NSITF, Oluwaseun Faleye, described the visit as part of efforts to deepen institutional partnerships that protect the long-term interests of Nigerian workers. Faleye explained that NSITF, as a social security institution, remains committed to supporting workers, especially in cases of workplace hazards, while also pursuing reforms to strengthen the organization's service delivery.
Nigerian workers have arbitrarily contributed in the national housing funds. Likewise, they have been contributing as well the 1% into the NSITF funds. And all of this is coming together in order for us to put in projects that will benefit Nigerian workers. So, because of this contribution, our board is structured as a tri-party, which is we have representatives of Nigerian Labour Congress on our board, we have representatives of NECA on our board, we have CBN representative on our board, and we have the government appointees representative on the board. Now, again, what's more important is to look at the fact that the Federal Mortgage Bank over the years have always been a safe net to help Nigerian workers to acquire housing. Because anyone after working for a few number of years and they don't have any housing, you know how difficult it will be for them to obviously enjoy their retirement. So we sought this particular opportunity, given the fact that yes, we are primarily the contribution in NSITF is to help compensation in the event of any incapacity due to work, employment hazard. However, because of the liquidity we have, we really want to collaborate with the Federal Mortgage Bank to see how we can work with partnership like Citrus and the developers to see how we can bring the dividend of democracy, which is very paramount in Mr. President's mind in the new Hope agenda, which is to provide more housing for Nigerian workers. So for us, it's with much delight that we are looking to work together with you to ensure that the dividends of democracy and the Nigerian workers truly benefit from every reduction that will be coming from government.
Members of the NSITF delegation expressed optimism that working closely with the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria would open new pathways for workers to access decent and affordable housing. As part of the visit, the NSITF team presented a symbolic gift to the management of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Both organizations expressed confidence that sustained collaboration between them would contribute to better welfare programs, job creation, and improved living conditions for Nigerian workers.
Now, let's hear from Voices on the Streets what's their perspective about the trending issues related to housing in the country.
Yes, I will. First off, Abuja is the capital of Nigeria, and in my opinion, there is every possibility, not that there is much more possibility that if I invest here, I get good returns, because I've seen people do it and I feel it's a profitable deal for me. And aside being profitable, I like the infrastructures in Abuja, I like the housing plans in some states, not all places in Abuja. So I feel like it's a win-win. If you invest here, it's a win-win. I don't think there's a loss in investing. And I am a big fan of investment. The places I always dream of, one, Guzape. So I think Asokoro is also, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could do that here in Abuja. It's the desire of almost everyone to be part of the city center. Abuja generally, well, I would say everybody want to be the central center. So if you tell me maybe Metama, we say this would have been fine. But in any case, Abuja generally is a good city. But the location outside you can as well be best.
For me to invest here in Abuja, it's going to be a little bit hard because there are lots of development here in Abuja already. So I would like to take it down to my own place where it's yet to be developed like Abuja, where I can invest, and I know that it will yield income seriously because the current government is bringing up things that will attract people, and with the level of knowledge and new advancement and building structure, if I'm able to take it down to my place, I believe that it will result to something great. Yeah, let's say a place a little bit away from town where the city is developing too. So when I invest there, to attract more people to get to such areas and it will expand the city instead of being a one-sided location where you find just little development and few people living around. They will just extend it and make it a bigger city.
Real estate is a very lucrative business in Abuja. Everybody needs accommodation, and you can know that the population is tremendous grow more than the housing in Abuja in particular. So me, I would like to invest millions in real estate. It will be very lucrative. People need housing. Even no amount you place on it, people they will buy or they will rent. So especially I need people like Kubwa side.
Okay, that's the location you prefer?
Yes. People like satellite town. How many people are inside town? Few people. But satellite town, you buy houses at affordable prices. I don't want billions or billions of billions, but affordable houses for people. You go to satellite town, you can get it there.
The Africa International Housing Show is an annual event that brings together many vendors and exhibitors, provide attendees the opportunity of networking. The Africa International Housing Show had in attendance over 15,000 people. Africa International Housing Show generally attracts foreign visitors to Nigeria and the host city, Abuja. There is always an influx of visitors and the opportunity to network with thousands of attendees from contractors, developers, architects, government officials, and other construction industry professionals. The annual Housing Festival features over 500 local and international exhibitors and thousands of quality attendees showcasing the latest projects, development, investment, and opportunities. The most highly regarded Africa International Housing Show Conference and Exhibition aims to not only bring together top decision makers in the housing and construction industry, but also create opportunities for visitors to witness and experience the latest equipment, machineries, innovation of construction, interior designs, and property developers. Why exhibit? Meet the right people. The event will bring together the key players in the market, providing exhibitors with valuable face-time experience with both existing clients and potential new business partners. It is the best way to make sure you're meeting the right people for you. Exhibitions are a great way to build relationships, make sales, and gather relevant leads. Face-to-face interaction allows your sales team to achieve the equivalent of 2 months of work across 4 days. Exhibitions are a great way to stand out from the crowd. Build an attention-grabbing stand, have your best staff on site, conduct an effective brochure promotions, and scrupulously follow up with the contacts you have made. Showcase your latest products and solutions. Take advantage of the high number of visitors and the various demo programs throughout the event to showcase your latest product and build your brand awareness appeal to all visitors looking for solutions for their major construction and infrastructure projects by introducing your latest technologies and services. Africa International Housing Show is the ideal event for any product and technology launches.
incredible women who juggle it all, who break barriers and shatter glass ceilings, you are seen, you are heard, and you are valued. This is celebrating the strength, resilience, and beauty of women in the housing sector. Indeed, it has been an interesting episode, from trending stories to community spotlight, among other interesting reports. The truth remains that you cannot talk about national growth and development without talking about the role that housing plays in all of it. On that note, we draw the curtains on this week's edition of Housing Development. Join us again same time next week. I still remain your anchor, Hafsat Urimi Ibrahim. Many thanks for watching, and bye for now.